All right, so to do the sponsored brands, you would just delete your bulk ops view, and we're going to go up to File, Import, and we're going to bring back in our new bulk file that we had, our 60-day bulk file. All right, so this time instead of the sponsored products, we're going to do the sponsored brands. So you're just going to go here and click sponsored brands, and that's going to take this. You can also remove the pause rows if you want to hit no. That's going to take this sponsored brands file, put it into our export folder, so we can go and just grab that from here. I'm going to delete this first. All right, and then I'm going to go up to File, Import, and I'm going to go to FBA Excel Export Files, and then I'm going to pick the sponsored brands file now and hit Insert New Sheet, Import Data. All right, and then same deal. Once that gets imported, just go up to Initialize Bulk File, click Sponsored Brands. All right, and then once that finishes, you'll notice it's a very familiar format. Looks very similar to sponsored products. The columns are all, for the most part, the same. There is a few differences, like there's no SKU column in this version, or in this sponsored brands, but there is like creative ASINs. Now, as far as actually setting up the bids, I want to run through how to do that as far as the inputs, because you don't bid at the SKU level. With sponsored brands, you have to use the bid override table. So the easiest way to do this is just go over to Entity and select just the campaign level. So I'm going to just do that. And then I'm going to grab the campaign names. And I'm just going to put those now over on the bid override table. And I'm going to bid at the campaign level for these. So all you'll do is Control-Shift-V. And then I'm going to set this to campaign. And then what I also want to do is there's a sub tag column now. We can kind of use your own naming scheme, but let's say I want to tag my first upper level as like either sponsored products, overrides, or sponsored brands. So I'm just going to do like SB for sponsored brands on this. You could use the sub tag column as well, but that'll just be a way you can quickly kind of filter for things. And then anytime you add overrides to the bid override table, you come over here and click Sync Metrics, and that just brings everything from the metrics level over. All right, so once you have your sponsored brands campaigns into the bid override table, then you're just going to assign your bid inputs like normal. So we've got some other videos on actually using the Apex formula or the revenue per click formula. So you can check those out, but basically you're just going to assign similar inputs to like what's shown here is default, and you can bid the same way. So once you've, let's say for example, we just use these, then you'll come up here, optimize bids when you're ready to go, and click Apex, and it's going to take all of your bid inputs and bid at the campaign level for all of the targets within those campaigns, and you'll see this column AG gets filled in with our new optimized bid. All right, and then the bid here gets overridden again. Now I put in arbitrary bid settings, so you'll want to kind of dial those in better, but and set them up better. But that's in a very quick overview how it works, and it's basically the exact same way as the legacy version of the sponsored products. If you were using campaign level bid overrides, is the same way it would work. So after you're done there, you're going to just click the create upload file and choose sponsored brands. If we were doing the sponsored products, it would be again identical. You just select sponsored products, but I'm going to select sponsored brands, hit yes. And once this file has been created, then we're ready to upload it over to Amazon, and it'll update all of our sponsored brands campaigns with our new bids. All right, so you'll say new bulk file added, hit OK. All right, and then when you're ready to upload it, you would just go back to your bulk operations manager, click choose file. Again, make sure your new spreadsheet format is selected, click choose file, and then you'd be choosing it from the export files folder. So you'd have to go and find that or save it to your desktop, and there's the file that got created. So that's what you'd upload back to Amazon, and then once it's done, you'd see down here at the bottom that it's been updated successfully. and then you're good to go. So then the next time you would optimize your bids for sponsored brands, you would just delete this like that. And then same deal, you just run through these steps again and you're good to go.